Have you ever noticed that almost no one is happy with what he earns? There may be a few and far between, but a very large percentage is not very satisfied with their income. Most people are hardly making ends meet, if not completely broke. And although the government and inflation have played a large role in this grim scenario, most of the blame for your miserable financial condition lies on you and yourself alone. But I do not overspend. I do not go on expensive trips. Also, I save what I can. Then how am I responsible for being poor? If this is what is going on in your mind, let me tell you, my friend, you are very wrong. While I agree that there are some instances where people, despite having very good spending habits, still do not succeed, it is not the case for most of us. If you start to analyze your financial habits deeply, we will clearly see that we are far from perfect. And this is what I am going to prove to you in this video. I will tell you how spending money extravagantly keeps you in a broke loop inside which you will remain poor. You have to break this loop somehow. I will teach you how, so let's proceed with the video. Some people think that buying an expensive car or spending on a big house are the only things that affect your budget. They tend to think that only the big things are detrimental to you. But this cannot be any further from the truth. It is the smaller things we tend to ignore daily that can eat away at all of our money, like parasites. Things like Starbucks coffee every day or your monthly Netflix subscription are the very small purchases you make without even giving the idea a second thought. But over time, after snowballing, all these things add up to ginormous sums of money, coming back to bite you. The amount spent on these tiny, worthless products and services can easily cross thousands of dollars annually. Had you saved or invested that money in some place that promises a good rate of return, you could have had a very decent passive income stream. All the rich and successful people know this, which is why they will pay special attention to their finances. From what I have told you until now, I hope you understand that being poor is more of an effect of your mindset than your actual income. If you can increase your income, by all means, go for it. But your prime focus should be on mending your mindset first, as this is probably the most fundamental step towards becoming rich. You need to work towards achieving financial stability, and the effort has to show now. Let me tell you what you have to do. Financial stability results from adhering to the fundamentals of personal finance, including maintaining a budget. But attitudes and financial decision-making also have an emotional component. Overspending is a frequent financial problem that can be solved by combining practical tactics with emotional intelligence. Why we overspend. Although each person's spending patterns are particular to their circumstances, a few general problems frequently lead to overspending. For instance, lifestyle creep happens when people steadily rise their expenditure over time and frequently increase unnoticed overspending. It might be challenging for people to keep their spending under control if they don't have a decision-making process for purchases. Additionally, the media, ads, and peer pressure might encourage extensive spending. This is all a mind game. Everyone wants to be a prominent part of society. Attention is what we all crave. There is no denying that. But we all must remember to what lengths we will go to get that attention. What are you supposed to do with a little short-lived fame if that leads you to get broke soon after? You just have to keep your mind on a tight leash. According to research, younger individuals may feel more pressure from society to partake in activities like going out to dinner and taking trips with friends and family, since they see others doing the same on social media sites like Instagram. Another important factor contributing to overspending is the witty marketing tactics of major brands. When making online purchases, marketing methods use language like nearly sold out to evoke a sense of scarcity in the customer. Customers may believe that they are saving money by taking advantage of promotions after receiving emails from their preferred stores, and roadside advertisements may influence people to make hasty purchases. However, if you think of it while trying to save a little money, you actually spend way more money. Strategies to stop overspending. If you have understood the concept I explained, which I am sure you did, let me tell you the solution to your habits. These are the tactics you can use, if not eradicate, your overspending habits. 1. Pay using cash rather than a card. 2. Observe your savings deposits frequently. 3. Keep cash in banknotes. 4. Only purchase using a list. If you implement any one, or even better, all of these things, I guarantee that you will reap very great benefits in the long run. Because life is not a sprint, it is a marathon.